All right. Welcome to BCC episode number 2. And like always, I'm excited. We got my boys, my fellas here. We got Chris, Andrew, Andre, and myself, Jeff. And before we start this episode, I wanna ask a couple questions to Chris. So I believe it was last week.
Get him.
Chris has no idea what's gonna about to happen. But I asked Chris a couple questions last week. Chris is going to be doing a race called the Unbound. Right, Chris?
Yes, I am.
All right, perfect. He speaks. So, Chris, this Unbound is a gravel race. I believe is it in Arkansas? Where's it at?
No, Emporia, Kansas.
Oh, in Kansas. My bad. My
Yeah.
bad. Okay. Now I know there's different distances, right? Is it 100 that you're doing?
No, I'm doing the 50. First
The
time,
fi
so
the
yeah.
50.
Miles?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just changed it, didn't? Wasn't it 100 you said you were going to
Supposed
do?
to be doing
Nope.
100, Chris.
Nope. Never said 100.
Yes, you
So
did.
hold on
Never.
before we get going.
Mhm.
Let me get this right. You're going to travel all the way to Kansas to do 50 miles?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Why do
so
you never
there
go on the levee?
what okay, so hold on, fellas. So there's 50, there's 100 and a 200
Yeah.
in the
And
Unbound,
and the three, I think there's a 350 as well.
and there's also a 350. So you're going
Yeah.
to travel to Kansas to
Mhm.
do a 50-mile race.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
On your gravel
Mhm.
bike.
Correct.
Perfect. For those that don't know what a gravel bike is, it looks kind of like a road bike, but it has knobby tires, correct? No
Correct.
suspension. So
Correct.
I asked you, I believe it was last week, I said, hey, how's your fueling, hydration, your
Mhm.
game plan,
Mhm.
uh, skills, what's your technique, and and how are you transporting your bike? And out of all
Okay.
those questions, you
Mhm.
answered one.
Oh, I think no, no,
One.
no,
You
no,
guys know which one he
no.
answered? Take a guess, Andrew, Andre.
How he's transporting his bike.
That's it. So
Hey, that's a
so
start. You listen, into race, you have to have a bike at least.
I'm sorry we're
At
going
least
off.
his bike's gonna
We're gonna
make it.
get to the topic, but we just need to talk to Chris about this. I'm a little concerned. So if anyone is watching or listening here, when you guys get to Unbound, please help my fellow over here, Chris. He is a 6'5" giraffe that you're gonna find either off course underneath the tree because it's too hot, or you could just draft him. He has no idea that you're buying him. Okay? And Chris, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna wish you luck.
Appreciate it.
I think you're gonna do fine. Full gas, and
Absolutely.
you let us know how it turns out. What is the date again?
The 29th,
Of
29th
this month?
This
of
one?
this month. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
29th, 30th of this month. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you're gonna do fairly well.
He
Yeah.
doesn't need luck. 50 miles, he does that every Saturday
You know
by
what?
himself.
But it's different when you're racing in a
He
group of
doesn't race, he's
people.
riding, you know that.
Stop. Anyway, so now that we got that off our chest, we're gonna go ahead and start our actual true podcast here. So this topic that we have is, or one of few topics that we're going to talk about, is why do we suffer for a piece of plastic? Piece of plastic meaning trophy, or actually the medal that's around your neck that you receive first, second, third, fourth, fifth place. It is a piece of plastic. I actually did the research, and the price for this plastic, does anybody know?
No.
So the piece of plastic that I found, you can get it as low as $3.50,
Oh, sweet.
all the way up to, $100 if you want to, depending on what kind of design you want to create. So we're actually suffering for this piece of plastic that's probably
So if I
But
eight
is
sell,
eight
if I
to
is
ten
it
sell
even
mine,
dollars.
you
about the
can make
plastic though?
$50.
No,
Exactly.
it's
I don't
not
think
about
it's
the
about.
plastic, but
Yeah.
that's all you're going to get at the end of the race when you win it. You're going to get this plastic. So, why do we suffer? I want to hear from you guys. Go ahead, tell me. I want to hear
I want
your
to hear
side of
Chris's
it.
response first.
Yes, Chris, go first, yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's about the plastic like Andre said. I think more so it's about what you take away at the end of it, at the end of the actual effort. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, the effort that you put out, whether you're happy with the result. Did you give it everything? I really don't think it's about the medal. Um, there are some races that I do, but some of the gravel races where I absolutely do want to win. I think
But I'm going to
so
cut you off. I think because our personalities, and I think
yes.
most racers, we all
Uh-huh.
want to win.
Well, I
Yeah.
do want to win, but
I don't know. You
to
don't
your
sound too
point,
confident about
to
that.
your
We
I
also know
think
how you ride, Chris.
yeah, yeah.
Well, for those that are listening, watching, they don't know what Chris does and does not. So we're
Yeah.
we're we're gonna keep it at so it just makes you happy just to race and it's not all about the race
Right,
or the
because
plastic,
okay, so
sorry.
take the mountain biking race, for
Makes
example.
you
That's
happy
the
to race and bullshit.
uh,
Absolute bullshit.
it's not happy. It's more okay, did you give it everything?
Still bullshit.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna
That
interject here because I know we're
Okay.
getting so
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing, at least I'm gonna say for me,
Mm-hmm.
is seeing the work that you put in
Mm-hmm.
for weeks and weeks and even months and even
Right.
depending on what kind of race you do, even years,
Mm-hmm.
how it pays out. You know, you put in that time and then you're in the race and at the end of the race, regardless, because I know I've raced and I've gotten fifth place or eighth place, and it's been one of my best races because I know what
You
it
gave it
took.
everything. It took
Right,
everything.
exactly.
That's what I'm saying, Andrew. It's not so much and that you can
Yeah,
walk
but
away
you
with
never
as a
give
good
it
result.
everything in a race, Chris. So
Andrew, this is not the
I mean,
let's
time.
let's
hey,
keep it civil. Let's keep it
This
civil.
this
I
is not
ain't
the
being
time.
so. I
So
So
so go
let me
ahead.
jump in there.
Sure,
So
go ahead.
for me, racing has been a an evolution of the reason why I've raced. The first time I saw a race was at a Olida. I happened to be there with a buddy of mine, just casually just riding, not knowing anything about mountain biking, gone riding, or any of the racing, that we ended up doing. So for me, it just got to a point. Seeing that race, I was like, man, I want to do this. This is cool. Seeing the atmosphere, seeing all the tents popped up, seeing all everyone on the bikes and the
Hmm.
number plates and all that. And for the people who don't know, I grew up racing cars and doing other sports that just being always being competitive. And then once I got into it, I started getting more competitive. Did my first couple races, won my first race, and then started looking at a championship, moving up in class, and then eventually from that going to nationals and just wanting to just excel and just like you said, ultimately wanted to win. But at first it was just looking to do something different and being competitive. And then I also felt that racing to a point gave purpose to my riding. Like I
Right,
wasn't just out there having fun anymore or just doing it there for leisure. I was actually
right.
going after something.
So I'm going to jump in on this and then let you know that you said the word fun. So for those that are listening or watching this, which again probably are two subscribers, I always advise people when they ask me at work or anywhere I'm at, like, "Oh, racing," I go, "Don't do it." And the reason why I say don't do it is because it is a sacrifice that we do. It is a selfish sacrifice, but we do the sacrifice because we want to win. And what I mean by sacrifice is, Saturday mornings, instead of sleeping in, relaxing with your family, we're out there working out at 6, 5, me, I'm out there at 4:30 in the morning training until 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock while everybody else is relaxing. So that's a sacrifice. You could be hanging out with your family. Even some of you guys that, you might be training at night. I know Chris does this, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Chris gets home from work and then he gets on his bike, gets on the levee, and he's out there at 6 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night with a light on. And that's sacrifice. So, but yeah, go ahead, Andrew. You're about to say something?
for me, it changed over time. Initially, for me, it was just pure competition. I
Hmm.
wanted to see if I could beat people, beat the guys I'm racing with. At the time, it was Andre. Then eventually you
So
learn.
I have a feeling it's like an ego thing, but go ahead. Go
Well,
ahead.
yes,
I
yes,
mean,
it is.
like he said, he always tried to beat me, but it hardly ever happened.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, here
In
we
the
go.
beginning, yes. So in the beginning, it was that I want to win. I like to push myself. It makes the training make sense to go look forward for a race. Um, then as I got slower, the competitive side of it was no longer the main driver behind it. It's now to see where I can be, how long it will take me to get back to where I know I couldn't be. And that's why I keep training and that's why I race them. Even though I know I wouldn't do as good as I can, it's still fun for me to compete and to go to races and to just line up and then push myself the way you never really would push yourself when training. So that's
Right.
the base. That's the reason for me.
Right.
Now, at the end of the day, I still want to beat you and Andre, which is the main goal. Andre doesn't count anymore. You're the main goal right now.
Don't worry.
So
I got you.
So
All
whenever I
right.
do my training and I know I'm going to fail on a workout, like, you know what? If I stop now, I'll never hear the end of it.
That's right. And what he means by the end of it, I give all these guys crap all the time. I give them shit because I want them to keep pushing because I know what their capabilities are and I know that they can do better. So that's why I give you guys crap. But I'm gonna jump in there also and then say I'm not gonna lie. For me now, just for those that are watching, myself and Chris are older. We're in our 50s. We use a lot of lotion, so that's why we look young. And Andre and Andrew are in their 40s, so we're older guys, older racers. I think to be competitive, like seriously competitively, it's usually anywhere from 17 all the way up to I don't know, like 28 is what considered like professional ages. With that being said, I suffer because I want to win, but I also suffer, no joke, because it keeps me fit and I get to wear my skinny jeans. And my wife likes the way I look. I'm not gonna lie. So I do wear the skinny jeans and I got a small waist and it keeps the weight off. And so that's part of the main reason
I've
why I
never seen
continue.
you in skinny jeans.
Well, hey, guess what? You can come over. Matter of fact, I'll come over and I'll put my skinny jeans on, and you can check me out, man. All right.
Wow.
But what about the mental aspect of suffering? And what I mean by that is and I know and you guys aren't gonna like me for this, but where we're racing and your body does not want to perform.
Mm-hmm.
How do you tackle that?
You push through it.
You
You
push
push
through
through
it.
it.
Bullshit. So I'm going to tell you right now.
You can say bullshit all you want.
I am.
Suffering
I am.
is different for a lot
Bring
of
it.
I'm going to bring it because
I know what you're gonna say.
I know you know what I'm going to say. I get disappointed in you guys when you DNF.
Right.
DNF. Do not finish. I had a DNF probably about a month ago. My first one ever in, I don't know, ever. I had maybe a mechanical 9 or 10 years ago or something, which was not my fault. But I've never DNF'd. I don't care. And you guys remember this, and I'm not trying to pat myself in the back. My seat came off my bike at Dyer, and I kept riding still to finish the race.
You're also a guy that rode through a concussion and was
Exactly.
didn't know what state you were in.
Exactly. But I finished the race. And it bothers me.
It's not necessarily smart.
Yeah, but I know that.
What I'm saying, there are times you have to pull the plug.
What time?
When your seat came off, what was the reason you kept going?
I was in good place. I think I got podium.
Also,
For a piece of plastic.
For a piece of plastic.
Right.
But you know what? All this that we're talking about comes back to your home life. Because if you're able to push through, you're able to continue building confidence and knowing that you're capable of doing something. Doesn't that translate to your life? You're not going to give up easy. You know what you're capable of doing.
To some extent.
And so this is what I try to teach my kids, where I'm like, you know what? I suffer. I push through regardless of what's going on, and it makes me a better person. That's the way I see it.
I'm not sure.
I
get what you're saying, but I'm not sure the
relevancy.
It's very relevant to the home life. There are things where the kids will obviously like give up easily. But there are times, you have to let them be. So
I-
like the suffering and the cycling, it's all me. It's all for me.
Listen, Johnny Cash said you got to know when to hold them, you got to know when to fold them.
oh my
Oh
God, this
my
guy's
God.
quoting Johnny Cash. Are you kidding me right now? Um, all right, there.
But you
Wow.
all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So,
There are times that you have to like you think it's when you I agree. There are times when we've quit and it was a pussy move. We shouldn't have. Like sometimes like I've known seen Andre before, he mentally is just weak that day and he gave up.
It happens.
That is when I agree with you, we should continue. But if I'm cramping and I can't lift my leg every step I make, my whole body hurts. I've done races like that before where I
mm,
finish, I win,
mm.
and I'm out of it for days. I can't do nothing with the kids. I can't play. I'm just non-functioning.
Like I said,
Well,
we're older guys, and sometimes we got
then
to calculate that risk.
I think you're a pussy. I'm just that's it. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I don't consider myself the fastest. My skills are subpar. I think they're okay. My power, my FTP, everything's kind of okay. But you guys know why I do these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah,
whatever hour races?
you're not fast enough for the shorter ones.
Exactly. I'm not fast enough. But you know what the biggest thing is? And I usually win
You're
podium
persistent, and you
because
finish. You
I'll
fight
take
through it.
I'll take a quote from David Goggins. I like
His
taking
best friend, of
no.
course.
I'm gonna
Yes,
taking
you're his
souls.
doppelganger.
Taking souls is what I call it. When I'm out there and I'm suffering, like you're saying, because you sound like a puss. I'm cramping. When I'm in lap 3 out of 10 and I'm cramping, do I just stop in the woods and be like, "Oh, I'm cramping and I'm giving up"? No, I have to push through it. And guess what? When you push through it, eventually it goes away, Andrew. And that's the
No,
reason why I do those
not for
races
me.
because you could do 2, 3 laps, but you got to do 7 more. People don't want to suffer that way.
I agree. Like I said,
Yeah,
I've done endurance races where
You
on
have. When is
lap,
this?
we've done
on
endurance
lap,
races. You
yeah,
know the local.
on lap
You gotta
6, I started cramping, and then you're right, everybody stopped on 7,
Right,
and I stopped in the trails, stretched
right,
my leg,
right.
and continued. I was pedaling with one leg, and I won the race because everybody stopped in 7.
Got it. Got
So
it.
there are
Got it.
times, and that's fine, and there are times when the cramping does not go away. I can't pedal. I can't do anything.
Right.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop, try to release myself, help, see if I can fix it, and then continue. But
Right.
if the cramping never stops, then I'm not going to continue. No
I
matter
got you.
no matter if I'm in first place or last place.
Even if you're in first place, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If I have
I'm not gonna argue with you. Okay,
If
Chris.
let's say I
Chris.
stop on lap 2
Listen,
and I
Chris.
start cramping.
So as an example,
Chris
I
is
would
well. Chris is one of the guys that does endurance races, and
Does he race?
he does race.
Oh, okay.
He
Uh,
rides with a group of people that have number plates on.
That's what I thought.
So, Chris,
yeah.
I want to hear from you.
The closest I can get to this is a gravel race I did. I think it was last year, where it was a 52 miler, I think, and that was the one that I missed Dari on the bottle exchange or the bag exchange,
Okay.
and I started cramping on
Hmm.
the second loop, and there were 4 times I actually stopped, but because I was so far ahead, I still maintained first place. There's
Oh,
no way I
excuse
was going to
me.
quit. Yeah, there was
Excuse
no
me,
way I was going
Mister.
to quit.
So far ahead.
It
Yeah. Yeah.
didn't matter. I mean,
Okay.
So
but
if
I mean, yeah,
So
the crap. But
let's wrap this up. And when it comes to the suffering, so we have all reasons, different types of reasons why we
right,
suffer. Um, you know, we just enjoy suffering.
To a
Okay,
point.
I
to a point, but we enjoy it because we see the outcome. We
yeah,
we see, so we just have different what's the word? Um, reasons why we suffer.
I like
But
pushing myself. That's the main drive. So that
okay.
hitting higher numbers for this much longer, that's what keeps me
Yeah,
true.
I mean, over the years, that's something Andrew and I have really enjoyed talking about and, doing is the analytics of it, comparing numbers and looking at, FTPs and, average powers and heart rates and cadences and, just all the analytics behind it, from each of our training rides, when we train together. Hey, what's X and X? What was that? What'd you do?
Right.
You know,
Right. Right.
we do our little sprint and say, hey, what was your max? What was your 10-second?
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and
No,
that's the fun side of it. Somewhat the journey, not necessarily the destination.
right. So we've and have we've seen it as well over the years. I'm going to say probably the last 3 years, we have seen a jump in everybody kind of like just becoming stronger. I think the information's out there. There's no longer like I guess, a secret. Everybody has coaches. If they don't have coaches, they have other platforms to use. So people are getting faster. That means you have to suffer more to become faster. And yeah, so we're gonna wrap this one up, and we're gonna talk about our next topic, which go
I have a
ahead.
to
What's up?
segue into it.
What's that? Go ahead.
Where you mentioned that people are getting stronger.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when me and Andre started, like, we were podiuming, sometimes we would win races. And now, even though I am stronger, much stronger than I was in the beginning, I'm still nowhere close to top 5 in the races now.
What are you
So I
trying to
think
say?
that there is some reasons behind that, which we're going to get into now.
So
And
the next big
it's
topic we're going to discuss, and what Andrew's trying to say is, you know, I don't want to say steroids use, but just drug
enhancement.
use, any kind of drug use to help out your performance.
Performance
Uh,
enhancements.
right. So and again, for those that are listening, watching, these are our opinions, so we're just having a conversation, just as a reminder. But do you guys feel that there are people out there, uh, you know, and we live in Florida that are taking some sort of drugs to
Well,
enhance their abilities?
shortcuts, absolutely.
I think
Okay.
100%, especially in all categories, all age categories.
Can you prove that?
No.
I
No,
mean, you're just making an assumption.
I am making an
Well,
assumption.
maybe they're training harder than we are, or maybe harder than you.
I highly don't.
You highly doubt it.
Highly
Okay.
doubt.
Okay. Okay. So do you have a coach?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Not right now.
Not right now. Not right now. So I would say a lot of people in your category have a coach.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a possibility that the coach is just doing a great job?
No.
Absolutely not. Like, there is
So
no secret sauce to training, right? It's consistency
no.
and doing the workouts, and that's it. So
Y-
everybody thinks that you do these specific things. Like, some things work for some people. But right now, what makes you stronger, and people know that the science behind it, is just being consistent and pushing yourself a little bit more every time.
Okay, well maybe it's the bike.
No. Then bike, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna stop for a second. The guys go. It's not the bike.
It's
Like, we are pretty fit for our age. And then
okay.
you'll go and do these races, and you see guys with their tummy all the way out in front and back.
Now
And they
you're judging
are,
people with their
I am
tummies
judging,
because
and they are just like sprinting away from
Why are you
you as
body shaming now?
they're on e-bikes.
okay, well I'm going to tell you something because I've traveled a lot throughout the United States, and these same people with their belly and their tummies, you see them lining up, especially Leadville, and you're like, that guy? And guess what?
Mhm.
30 minutes later, they're just pedaling away from you. And you're like, how is this person doing that?
Yeah.
And I know I saw a lot of people with tummies, like you call it,
Yeah.
bellies. So I don't really know if it's the belly thing. I don't know. I think it's the coaching and possibly the bike.
The bike, but we all
Yeah.
have good bikes. The bikes are not much different nowadays, so it can't be the
I
bike.
mean, it's got electronic suspension systems,
They're
different,
lighter,
they're lighter, they
No,
have
better
their bikes
gearing.
are not lighter than ours. We talked about this.
that's
My
true.
bike right now was 2021. I got it. It's lighter than all these new bikes with suspension, with the
Correct.
electronic suspension.
I would have to agree with Andrew.
Yeah. So it's not the bike.
So
No, that's for sure.
so there's no way to prove that anybody's on steroids.
No,
They're
absolutely not,
just they're
unless you
just
test.
they're
Unless you do
just
that.
they're just faster than you, and so you feel that they're on drugs.
No.
Well, listen,
So
there's definitely standouts, right? So when you
okay,
end this a particular season, you come back 2 months later, uh, and certain people have just gone leaps and bounds ahead, and you're putting in maximum time, 20 hours a week training. You know, maybe that guy's putting 24, 28. And that's not to say that everyone's doing it, right? The majority of the people are putting the training in. The point here was that there are some standouts that you question from time to time.
okay, I understand what you're saying. So I'm gonna throw this at you guys. So myself and Chris at one point when we first started, I was a lot thicker, not a belly, but a lot thicker. And we used to race Clydesdale. And do you
Yeah.
remember the moment where uh I moved categories? What happened to me? Anybody remember
Oh
that?
yeah, it was a level set. I mean,
I can't hear you, Chris.
it was a level set pretty much.
Yes,
You
we
pretty
can't
much.
hear you.
You gotta
You still can't hear?
you use your man
How about now?
voice.
Can you hear now?
Barely. So
No.
the point where I jumped to categories was I broke my collarbone. I believe it was like the last race of the season,
Yeah.
and I ended up doing some random race in Tampa or Alafaya, west coast of Florida, and I broke my collarbone. And then literally 4 months later, 5 months later, remember Chris?
Yeah. I remember.
I lost weight and I jumped to a new category. And would you say I was way faster?
Way fast.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. What happened in those 4 months? You literally had 4 months and you trained every day for those 4 months. The
You're
eye of the
you're
tiger.
damn right.
You
You,
were off work.
you,
You were on home.
listen, why we gotta go into work, man? Yeah,
No, no,
yes,
no. I'm
yes.
sorry.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yes. I was home and
Yes.
I
And you trained
trained.
like an animal. You
Yep.
trained that like you were a man on a mission
Yes,
during that time period.
I was.
But
I was.
even still,
But
there
then I
was
come
still
back and you go, well, that's possibly what these people might be doing.
right. But I'm saying, even still with you, there was a steady progression in the changes in your speed. So even though you changed category, you didn't change category and just instantly started beating the guys in your
You're
category.
absolutely right. So
So
that's where I was
there
trying to
was a
get at.
progression
Right. You're
in
right.
your
You're
training.
you're
What
absolutely right.
Andre's thing is like last season, for example, and there were some guys I raced with, and I was struggling, and I'm still with them. We're in like 10th, 11th, 12th places, and we're struggling through the races, and they finished 1 or 2 places ahead of me. And then lo and behold, this season, they haven't lost that much weight. And they're, I would never forget this. I was a dyer and I'm doing 400-500 watts climbing the hill. And these guys are sprinting away from me. Same
Right.
guys that were at the same places last year. Now, I'm not saying training cannot get you there, but
Right.
cycling is a progressive sport. If you were not like a freak in the beginning, you're not gonna just become a freak after a couple months of training. That's not how it works.
And that's honestly where I wanted to kind of lead this going because I have all these things in my head, but I wanted somebody to say it. So the one of the things that we see is that, one year these people are kind of doing mediocre, and then next year they're beating everybody in that category by 2-3 minutes, and you're like, what in the world?
Those are the
Uh,
those are the jumps I'm talking about.
exactly. Those are jumps. Another thing that I see is you will see somebody in the same thing where they're kind of mediocre they'll do 1 year or 2 years where they're just killing everybody, and then all of a sudden they disappear. You guys ever seen that? And
Yep.
then they reappear after a year or two, and now they're back to being less than mediocre. And you're like, what happened to this guy? So I feel like those are the little suspicious kind of like, what is, I don't know. But again, these are all assumptions. We have no idea. Now, jumping on board of that, this is what we talked about before the podcast. What about, especially like guys, and I think your low testosterone level starts dropping. I mean, when you're probably a little younger too, as well. I think like it starts going down when you're in your 20, like 25, 30. But
Right.
especially when you're 40, 50 years old,
You're trying to
if
tell us something?
if you have low testosterone, I'm just saying, and you go to the doctor and he gives you, a medication or a shot or whatever to bring up your testosterone levels up, do you think those people should still be racing?
I mean, unless somebody else.
I'm sorry?
I said someone else can go. I'm not.
Chris?
Okay.
Chris is just sitting there, man.
I think it's
You think those people should be racing, Chris?
no.
Oh, come on, man.
The hell?
All right.
I'll answer like this. According to the rules
According to the rules, they should
of the USAC, the United States American Cycling Federation, right? They're not supposed to in those sanctioned races.
Right.
Not all the races we do are USAC sanctioned races.
Right.
Not all the races we do have those, that criteria.
Right.
But for those races that those are the rules, that's the case, and
So-
that goes for other substances as well.
Right. So it's no fault of yours. You enjoy racing all these years and you realize that you're extremely tired and things aren't right, and you go to the doctor and he says, yeah, you have extremely low testosterone and we need to give you shots. But you want to continue racing and it's not something that's your fault, but that's just the way it is.
Mhm.
You're telling me that a person should say, hey, I shouldn't just ethically, I should not race anymore then.
Well, he technically can't race those races. That's what I'm
But
saying.
he can race any other races that are
He,
not
and yeah, he
sanctioned,
should absolutely, and it's
And
one of
you-
those unfortunate things. Just let me pose it to you like this as well. Albuterol, an asthma inhaler, is a banned substance in USAC. So if you have asthma, that's manageable. But say sometimes you need a puff on an asthma on an inhaler.
Yeah, but
Tech-
I understand that, but we're talking about testosterone. Do you
But I'm
think a
just
person?
talk about
I,
substances.
no, I understand that, but I think that the testosterone is going to give you a better performance than an albuterol inhaler.
Well, in
So
that regard, no, they shouldn't be racing then.
they should not be racing.
But
And
then
again,
what
these
is
are these are our opinions. I mean, and
Right.
it's something that. So again, it's one of those things. It's not the
Well,
person's fault.
and here's the reason. My testosterone is not good. Nothing is stopping me from going to the doctor and saying, hey, give me a shot. I go race. I'm racing illegally at that point.
Right.
What's stopping anybody from doing that? Because
Right.
it's not you can go to any doctor and get this.
Right. Exactly. So.
Especially where we live.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So, but anyway, again, it's something that, I'm not in anybody's shoes, so far as low test and all that. I haven't really tested myself, but it's something that I was discussing with my wife, and I'm like, me personally, if I had to take shots, I probably would not be racing. It's unfortunate, but this is
Wouldn't it feel
my,
right for you?
no, it wouldn't feel right for me. It's the
Right.
same thing goes with cheating.
Yeah.
I don't, and this is another topic we can talk another day, but
You don't find a way to cut a course?
right, like, no, I don't, like I couldn't live with myself
Yeah.
cheating at a race, regardless if it's drugs, cutting the course. Like, it defeats the purpose. Like, I can't go home and sleep at night and be like, oh, I won this little plastic medal that I suffered for, and I really didn't suffer because I cut the course. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not me. So, anyway.
I agree. It's like I don't see the point. It's like,
What's the
why go through all that to cheat and then feel good about it at the end of the day? That to me is strange way of thinking.
Well, here in Florida, we just have some great, wonderful people. And again, we're not picking on people, but we also have people that should move category, and every year they're in the same category, winning the same first place plastic medal.
That's true.
And you're like, you're 5 minutes faster than everybody else. What are you doing? So anyway, that's another day for that. So another topic, another podcast. So we're gonna go ahead and finish it off with our last topic. Does anybody have anything else to talk about when it comes to steroid use? You know
Don't
what?
do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I think Chris is on some drugs, man. Because he hasn't said a word and he just looks suspicious. See there? You got your Buterol treatment?
It's not.
Hey, Chris, can you move one side to the other and show the audience?
No, don't do it. So for those that are watching or listening, Chris has been under the weather. He's a little sick.
Yes.
So he's suffering right now in his own way. Yeah, yes. His wife has isolated him in a closet, and he's not allowed to get near her. Anyway, we're gonna talk about our last topic, which is this one is race etiquette.
Oh, hell.
Race etiquette
is in color?
No. Race etiquette. So we're gonna. Oh man.
He cracked himself up. What can you say?
Yeah. So, it's funny here in Florida because we have people from all over the world racing with us. We have Brazilians, Venezuelans, we have Argentinians, Colombians,
Europeans,
Jamaicans.
Hungarians.
We have everybody racing with us, and race etiquette is different for each one of these people. So here's this is how we're gonna start this one off. So
I'm gonna get in trouble for this one.
Well, just think through it before you answer, okay? Because we're gonna be posting this. So let's say you are coming up behind another rider, right? And the person's going a little slow, not as fast as you are. You can get by them. They give you an opportunity. And you go, hey, rider on your right or left. They don't move. What do you guys think we should do? Or what would you do?
Besides throw them in the bush?
Throw them in the bush. That's a topic I was going to bring up. And that has to do with Chris.
Who did that happen to, by the way?
Yeah. So
out of the biggest guy.
Yes. So seriously, if you come up,
for me, it was a polite, hey, faster rider, next opportunity, let me pass.
Exactly.
If the first opportunity presents itself and they don't have the etiquette, right, and let you pass, kind of escalate, your response.
Well, what if they didn't hear you?
Well, you're in a race. Why wouldn't they hear you? And
I mean, there's some people are in the zone and they just don't hear you.
Well, you have to get out of the zone. I mean, if you're racing this, there's certain things that you need to lock in on when you're racing and when you're in an environment like this, that you can't be that way.
Okay, so how are you going to escalate it? What does escalating mean? What are you going to do next?
Scream louder.
Okay.
Maybe shout some vulgarities.
Or you're going to go straight to being vulgar. What's wrong with you, man?
Honestly, different situations and different riders deem different reactions. So that's one of the things, right? We raced on a series that travels the state of Florida for the most part, right? We get to ride with people day to day, not day to day, but weekend to weekend. We kind of learn some of their etiquette through the years. Certain riders do deem different responses.
So you're saying that some of them need to be cussed at?
Maybe.
Oh wow.
I would say
I'm being sarcastic, but no. On the trail, no. You're not supposed to curse, right? Like that's that's not your first response. It's always a polite response.
Yeah. I mean,
And
most
generally
people,
speaking, in the races, it's good.
yeah, generally.
Go ahead,
like,
Andrew.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I am a very nice person in the race. Like, I would say hi, hello, somebody there. I'll give them 2, 3 chances. When I know that they're intentionally not letting me by, then I'm no longer polite.
So what do you do?
I would push my way past as quickly as I can, and somebody's going down if they don't want to move.
So you're willing to hurt somebody the passive is what you're telling me.
I would. If I know you're intentionally keeping me behind you, we're not racing in the same category. You know that, and you are just being a dick.
Mm.
I'm going to force my way.
Mm.
I would still try not to make anybody crash, but if you happen to go down, you deserve it.
Oof.
So your risk factor in your passing goes up.
Yeah. When I know for sure they are being an asset.
Mm.
So
What about what is in the inverse? Have you had a situation of the inverse when you've maybe been suffering and someone, say in your category, comes up behind you and starts giving you a hard time? Maybe starts shouting something in another language you're not understanding.
Nobody would ever do that to me. Because even if we're in the same category and you're faster than me, I let you by. Because it benefits me to try to follow you than to keep you behind me. So that never happens.
Go ahead, Chris, because you look like you wanted to say something.
No, that's exactly the thing. I would let him go by and see if I could follow the wheel. That's it. That's exactly.
That's it.
Andrew, can I hear your response on that one, Andrew?
Stop. Nope. Listen, for people that are watching, listening, we're going to get to it. So listen, guys, hold on a second. So Chris had an issue years ago, and he ended up getting kicked out of the race, him and the other person. And we're going to get to that towards the end of this topic.
This is not even part of this. This is so crazy.
Yeah, yes, it is, Chris. It's all about Chris today. So,
before you go, has any one of us gotten kicked out of a race before?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Except for Chris. So, and again, our racing.
Wait. I did finish the race. I just got disqualified.
Okay, same thing as getting kicked out. So,
but you're the softest temperament of all three of us.
Yeah.
It was a touchy situation.
Did you kick it up?
We're gonna talk about that in a minute, guys. So when it comes to me and race etiquette, my racing's different than what Andre and Andrew does, because mine, you have 3, 4, 5 hours, and a lot of times I don't usually fight with people. If somebody comes behind me and I hear their hub spinning, I'll usually inform them, hey, give me a second. I'll let you get by when I have an opportunity. I'm not going to stop on the side of the bushes and then let you go by because there's 5 other people.
100%.
When I have an opportunity, I'll see it and I'll say, hey, go ahead and go to my left at this corner or this opening or whatever. But I'm always allowing people to do that. Now, when it comes to me coming up behind somebody, and the same thing goes, hey, I'm behind you. On your left, your right. And if they don't move, I'm not going to get aggressive, but I am going to wait for the opportunity where I can pass safely, Andrew. For me, it's safely because I said, you know what? That additional, I don't know, minute, 30 seconds, because my race is so long, I'm going to eventually get by you. It's not a big deal. There's a lot of people, especially in my category, when I race these long 60-mile races, where the first 2 laps, they're like, trying to get by me, but guess what happens on lap 5 or 6? They're on the side of a tree, or I come right behind them and I go, hey, hello, it's me, the black guy. Let me get by on your left.
Do you actually say that? The black guy?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
I think that's an intimidation factor.
Well, I don't care what you think it is, but the thing is, sometimes I sit there and I'll say that. Or sometimes I'll say, you shouldn't have rode so hard. Because they're out behind me and now they're getting mad because the lead pack is getting away. And I'm like, there's no way in hell you're going to catch them.
So now you're being passive aggressive.
You're going to keep them, huh?
So now you're being passive aggressive.
A little bit. If they're not being nice, then sometimes I'm not nice. But again, when it comes to the racing that I do, to me, it's more of about patience because you're going to suffer and we're all going to suffer, but who's going to suffer better? Right. That's why I see it.
But in the cross country side, like you say, if we held up 15 seconds,
Yeah, that's a
that
lot.
that that could mean catching someone in the long run when you're trying to run negative splits, and that person is
Right,
they're the ones suffering at the end of the race, and you're coming on.
right,
That could mean the podium or not.
right. So here's another one too, and this one's funny because you have a bad start, and now you're stuck behind a few people that are slower than you. Do you still get aggressive and push them out of the way?
No, no. If it's the same category, then I
Yeah,
would wait until I'm in a safe spot to pass, because we're racing each other. They have every right to keep me behind them. They're not everybody thinks like we do, where if I know you're faster, like I've done races at Dyer, up the hill and faster, we go down into the trail in the trees, and I when we did the first lap, I noticed they were faster than me. I've let them by and follow them because I could keep up faster with them in that section. Not
right,
everybody thinks that way, but
right.
in the flip
Yeah, but what
side,
I'm trying to say is if you had a bad start and now you're stuck behind people that are slower than you, do you still get upset at them, even at the
no,
first lap? You
I just
just,
have to wait.
Well,
what
here
about,
here's
what about, go ahead.
here's something also to add into this. It depends on what race the race is, right? Racing some of like the FSC stuff, again, like I said earlier, we race with those guys all the time. We know all of them. We know their first names. Some of them we know, we've met their wives and their kids, and like been racing them for 10 years now. So there's a lot of communication that goes involved. Hey, so and so, it's me,
Right,
it's Andre behind you.
right,
You mind letting me pass? Whatever. Hey, let's work together. Let's go pass. Let's go catch so and so.
Mhm.
It's when you get in some of these, I want to say, local races that aren't, part of the USAC sanctioning, or some of these fundraisers races for the local trails, that these people get super aggressive and they want to win the fundraiser,
right,
and that's when some of the aggression comes in and whatnot, and either
right,
to some of those guys or from some of those guys. A lot of times I hear it from those guys, not necessarily to them.
right.
Mm.
So going back to what I was saying about getting a bad start. So I believe a coach told me one time, getting a bad start, now you're stuck behind a bunch of people. There are people that post videos, or you see some races where you see the person getting mad at the people that are slower than them in front of them right at the beginning of the race because that one fast person had a bad start. What I mean, missed the pedal, and it's one of those things is like it's your fault. So now
Yeah,
you're
it
going to
is.
have to deal with it because you made a mistake. You
Right,
can't take it out on those people in front of you.
right.
They had the whole shot. You should have been faster. So you don't have to worry about those people. And that's basically what I was trying to get at with that portion of what we were discussing.
I
So
mean, there are cases where I was ahead of guys who were faster than me, and I'm 99% of the times gonna let you by as soon as you get the chance. If
Right.
you're being a dick, then I will just make it that much harder for you to pass. I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm not going to push you off the trail. But if we're coming up to, like, if you're constantly yapping and you're constantly making an issue, I've said a lot of times before, just chill out. They'll give you a chance to get by. And if they keep going, whenever we get to a point where I think they're going to pass, I would burn a match just to make sure it's that much harder for you. We're racing for a piece of plastic, so give it
right,
a chance.
right,
Like, we've raced people before. The race just start. Somebody's a little slower, maybe 2 or 3 bike lengths ahead, and we're in a big group. And
Mhm.
the guys behind you are yapping, telling you, like, "Oh, catch him, catch him!" It's like he's right there. He's not going anywhere.
right,
Give it a sec. We'll get to each other, and that's what I mean. It's like if you're
right,
gonna be that way to me, I'll just make it that much harder for you.
Yeah,
right.
the third
Okay.
time the guy yells at you to catch the guy that's a bike length off of you, and you're just coasting, you tend to yell back at him, some chill out in so many different ways.
Yeah.
So so when it comes to a language barrier, because we are in South Florida,
uh,
we do have a lot of people that race with us and they don't speak English, right? Uh, how do you find that obstacle to be challenging? Like just, you
I
know,
mean,
they're back there and they're like, dale, 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 you know. What do
I have learned what they're saying at this point.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There's-
yeah, you
The
forget
language barrier is only bad
Mhm.
in like if you're in a trail and
you-
you're just chilling and riding. That's when in a race, there's so many words they say, and I'm pretty sure we know the words they're going to use on this.
Negro pendejo, is that what they say?
Oh man.
So someone has some past trauma.
Oh man. All right. So what we get out of this is with race etiquette, we need to just take a second and either let the person go by when there's an opportunity
Yeah,
or just, take a second to
But-
let us go by.
Yeah.
All right. And just to wrap this up, because I know it's getting late. So going back to Chris.
oh,
So Chris was racing, and to our surprise, he got disqualified. You want to tell
Remind
us
us
a little? You want
what
to
trip?
remind us? This happened years ago. All I know is did you throw the guy or did you throw his bike?
Wait, which trail was this at?
Dyer
Dyer.
Park. Never forget it. So Chris is 6'5", 220 strong, and this little poor little cute little mountain biker. Was he Hispanic? No? Uh-oh.
Well, who was
Somebody
this?
call 911. What? You okay?
no. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Tell us what happened, Chris. Real quick.
Debrief. So I did exactly what Andrew did. He kept, pushing the issue. So we got up to the
Speak
straight
up,
instead of-
Chris. Speak up. I
Only-
can't hear you.
I'm nasal. I think that's why you're not hearing me. Can you hear me?
No, it's your speaker.
Yes,
No.
yeah. Mike is horrible.
Let's see. Hold on.
There you go.
Better.
Yeah, I guess. Go ahead. Tell the story quick.
The IT guy can't get it right.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Chris. People want to hear your voice, man. Come on.
Okay.
Let it out.
So
Okay.
the
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? We're going to cut you off.
Wait a
So,
What the hell?
all right. Here's the deal. We are going to cut Chris off. He basically was racing in the trails, and they had a miscommunication between the
It wasn't a
two.
miscommunication.
Chris
It
got in
wasn't?
front of him.
No,
So, well, what was it then?
there was no miscommunication. I told him I'd let him pass. And he kept pushing the issue while we were in the trail. He literally wanted me to stop and get off, so he kept hitting the back of the tire. So we got into the open, and I put on some power, got ahead of him, and he got really upset at that. So he ran into the back of me again, and that kind of threw my back tire out. So I threw him into the tree. I think that's where things ended. Yeah.
You ran him into the tree?
No, I said I may or may not have thrown him into a tree.
You throw the person, the body.
Bike and body.
Body. Okay. So because your speaker system sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Let me get this right. You were in the trails, he was behind you, and he wanted to get by,
This is-
and you kept telling him that you will let him, and he was
Yeah.
becoming very aggressive.
Yeah.
Finally, when you got in the open area, instead of letting him go by, you put down the typical Chris 500 watts, and
500, 800.
he couldn't keep up with you. So when you got back in the trails, he was right back where he started again, and he kept getting aggressive and hitting your tire and bumping you.
Correct. Yeah.
So you picked him in his bike and you threw him in the
Oh.
bushes.
So
Not knowing
that means you stopped, grabbed him, and sent
You
him
know-
packing?
You know what?
there
Here,
was a bit of a disagreement that ensued, and then
Can
I
you
think-
can you reenact how
no,
you
no, we're not going down this path. Listen,
Yeah,
for those that are listening and watching, this is why I got to control this. Anyways, here's what I got to say. Chris is actually a soft-spoken sweetheart. He's the one that I thought would probably be the most aggressive is most likely Andre. But to hear Chris be this aggressive and get into
I thought
freaking
they made a mistake.
fight
when I
with
started
somebody.
that race.
anyway. Well, Chris,
Yeah.
he's never done that again. It's been what,
Well-
like 5-6 years ago when that happened.
That is correct, but I don't think he races anymore. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, somebody throwing me and my bike in the bushes, I wouldn't race either.
Christ.
Anyway,
Nothing I
well,
condone, by the way.
again,
Not good behavior. Yeah.
this has been something else. So
Chris is something else.
so today we talked about basically why we suffer.
Oh, okay.
There's probably more to it that we probably didn't
Steroids.
get the chance to cover. But yeah,
Steroids.
you know, for a piece of plastic,
Mhm.
steroid abuse, you know, we don't know. And
We do.
etiquette, huh?
We do.
We do? Anyway, well, we appreciate those listening, watching. We'll see if we can post this in the next couple days.
Cool.
It's always fun talking to you guys.
Always.
Always.
We'll see. We'll
Sure.
get another episode going in a couple weeks. Not sure what the topic's going to be, but if anybody wants to make a comment, make any suggestions of what we should discuss next, let us know. And again,
I'll try to-
this is our personal opinion, and not every single topic's going to be about black stuff. Okay, it's not going to be all. I know we're all black cyclists, but it's not always
I
going to
mean,
be
three
a
of us
topic.
are.
But the thing is, it's basically the perspective from black cyclists is what I want to say.
And black leaning.
Black. You said black leaning.
3/4, all right?
Three.
But
I was gonna
Yes.
say quarter.
Yes, 3/4.
oh my
Yes.
God.
Don't start.
Well, it's always a pleasure. Subscribe, comment,
Like, comment,
let us
subscribe.
know, and let us know if you have anything you want us to discuss.